Previously on the Dice Girls.
You are all here, I believe, to find out what has been going on in town. I would like to speak, please, with Garrison, Thromdar, and Larissa. We would also like to see Triggus, Rhakna, and Kai. And we'd also like to see Hioni. Rhakna, are there any questions you have for the accused?
No, ma'am.
Triggus, do you have any questions for the accused?
Why does that boy have a beard?
Oh, God! Rhakna steps on Triggus' foot a little.
Kai, are there any questions that you have for the accused?
My question is for Hioni, and it is, are you the instigator behind the vandalisms?
And she kind of squirms uncomfortably, and she says, yes. With sugar and spice and a roll of the dice, you're listening to The Dice Girls.
Really?
Yes.
I never seen her squirm before. I didn't.
I knew it!
Well, yeah, we knew it, but like,
Megsy gasps.
Yes, she does.
Rhakna was like sweating the moment that Kai got straight to the point, and yeah, her jaw just drops when Hioni answers.
So she's a liar too.
I think Kai starts to laugh when Triggus says that.
Matthew snorts. Kendra is hiding a small smile. And Jory holds up a hand as if to tell Triggus to stop. And then Jory gestures for Hioni to continue. And she does. She says, these three should not be held responsible for their actions. They were hypnotized. Megsy gasps.
I think this time Kai gasps.
A couple of people in the audience, actually.
Yeah.
More than one person in the audience.
Only Megsy is shocked.
Lots of people in the audience are quite shocked to hear this. And Crimson looks very severely at Hioni and says, you'd better start explaining yourself right this instant. And Hioni looks real uncomfortable. And she says, I hypnotized them. I'm in line to be an elder. I want to be an elder. I want to help make this town a better place. I know I can do that. But if everyone changes the way that we do things, I might not get a chance. And Jory is the one who speaks, and she says, do you think that hypnotizing people makes you eligible to be an elder? What sort of council would we be if we let someone like you into our ranks? And Hioni kind of looks at the floor. And Crimson looks at Kai. She actually looks at all three of you. And she says, well, it appears your intuition was correct. Do you have anything to say to Hioni?
I do. I say, Hioni, you seem quite popular with the townspeople. If the town switched over, I'm sure people would have elected you to be some sort of representative for the town. You didn't have to do this.
I think I just wanted to make sure. And I shouldn't have done it.
Yeah. Kind of a bad move on your part.
Matthew asks, How were you hypnotizing people? What were you what was your plan here?
Was there a secret tunnel? Is that where you were doing it?
Hioni says to the elders, I believe you are aware of the fact that I mentor our new lycanthropes as they come into town. And the elders and many people in the audience nod, and Hioni continues and says, I also believe you're aware that I hold meetings for the lycanthropes in town. It is during those meetings that I was able to hypnotize Garrison, Thromdar, and Larissa. She kind of sighs, and she looks like she really hates saying this next part. All of my candles are lightly touched by magic, and in the right combination can make people more susceptible to certain feelings or suggestions. After one of our meetings, I asked Garrison and Thromdar and Larissa to stay after. I lit a couple candles. After a moment, they were quite open to suggestion. I planted the idea in their heads to commit the act of vandalism against Megzi, as I had done 3 times prior, in instructing them to attack James and Vince and Rosemary. You have to understand I just want what's best for Asylum.
Sounds like you just want power to me. I mean...
Does Kai say that?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I love Kai.
I know, right? Just like bold, brash Kai. She's great.
I think it's Min-Min.
This is some character development right here. This is great character development. Min-Min gives you
plus 5 current.
Yeah. When when Kai says that, Crimson very sternly looks at you and says, I don't believe you had the floor in that exact moment, Kai.
Sorry.
Crimson gives you a small nod. And Kendra speaks up and says, as is the way of the council, the accused will be punished in accordance with the wishes of the accusers.
Oh my god. What?
You kidding me?
Do our 3 accusers have an appropriate punishment in mind for Hioni? And do our 3 accusers also believe that Garrison, Thromdar, and Larissa should be punished for their actions as well?
I think we're all in agreement that the 3 hypnotized people should not be punished, right? Am I correct
Yes,
on that?
I agree.
Uh-huh. Rhakna?
Well, I have a couple of questions first.
Jory nods at you.
Mostly about Garrison. And Rhakna turns to him to address him. And she says, if you were hypnotized, then how did you tell us not to tell your friends about what you were doing?
Garrison kind of nods and looks embarrassed, and he says, as soon as I heard Triggus call my name or something similar to my name, it was as if the fog I was in vanished. I looked around and saw what I was doing and couldn't explain it. The only thought I had was that I must have transformed and started doing things without realizing it. I'm still trying to get my transformations under control. I was scared and embarrassed. I didn't want Celeste and Voodoo to feel like they had failed me in bringing me to Hioni.
Oh. Okay, case closed. They're free to go.
Everyone hugs.
Rhakna nods at Garrison. And she turns to Hioni and asks, why did you choose these 3?
Well, Garrison, as previously mentioned, is not as controlled in his shifts as some of the other members of our group. That makes him a little easier to manipulate because he's seeking acceptance. He is trying to understand. This all makes me sound very terrible.
Yeah.
Thromdar is a similar case. He's young.
You're not making your case better.
She looks pretty she's pretty guilty. And I believed that Larissa would also be a little easier to manipulate because I knew she shared my beliefs that the government in Asylum is fine the way it is. So I guess you could say I chose people who would be easier to hypnotize.
So, punishment.
I think she needs to sing that I'm sorry song.
God. Triggus, no.
Matthew immediately says, "What's the I'm sorry song? How does it go?"
You have to sing it with me, Hioni. At the same time.
Wait.
I lied to a lot of people, and I probably have a secret tunnel, and I'm lying about that.
Triggus?
And I have some crazy candles, and I swear I will never use them again.
Triggus.
I'm sorry.
Please stop.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The audience, half of them is cracking up laughing. The other half is sitting there in disbelief, shock. Crimson just looks like she wants to strangle you.
Oh, Christmas.
James is laughing openly, and Kendra is hiding her face behind her hand.
Okay, no, that wasn't the punishment that we decided on, because we haven't decided on anything, Triggus.
Right, I have one more question for Hioni. We 3 strangers rolled into your town. We were told there was a problem, and we did our best to solve it. And that's why we're here today. We've been in town for all of a week. Do you think it's fair for us to decide your punishment?
Hioni looks absolutely shocked, and she looks at all 4 elders kind of questioningly, and then she says, "No, it does not seem fair, but it is the way of our current government, and it would feel a little hypocritical of me to go against that now."
I mean, okay, sidebar, I would want to, at this point, turn to the elders and be like, what would you do? Because, again, we're new in town, and we don't get to decide their customs.
Yeah.
So...
I mean, my mind immediately just goes community service. Make her pick up trash for the rest of her life.
I was kind of thinking of, just banning her from being named an elder.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that's gonna happen already.
Well, I mean, we don't know how elders are decided, so if it's a popular vote or something.
Also, she probably shouldn't be taking care of the new lycanthropes. Just a thought.
Ooh. Yeah, you know what? That's a good point.
Unsupervised.
Right.
I don't even know. I don't know. Leaving her in there is a good idea.
I think her punishment should be that she has to choose her own punishment.
I don't think that would be a good idea. I just think we should make sure that she isn't in charge of the new lycanthropes anymore.
Okay.
So I know we just had out of character discussions, but I would love to hear the in character discussion of this decision.
Okay.
If that's okay. I think that would make for really good audio.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So we lean in real close. We whisper.
Guys, I don't know about this, but I don't think it's right for us to decide.
I mean, it is their law, and we did do all the legwork. I mean, we discovered the...
Well, yeah, and I think we're good, just people, but we just got here. We don't know how they run things.
But I do think we should make sure that she isn't in charge of the new lycanthropes, at least. That seems important.
Rhakna looks thoughtful for a second. She says, yeah, definitely. She shouldn't be left alone with them anymore.
Yeah.
What if I ask the elders to decide?
That might be, I don't know if they will. I mean, we can try. Thoughts, Triggus?
The song. She needs to sing the I'm sorry song.
I don't know if that's punishment enough. Just a few minutes of 30 seconds of embarrassment after hypnotizing people.
But it's so cleansing.
I don't feel comfortable asking for that.
Yeah.
I will ask again, I guess. Maybe they need to hear the example.
We'll come back to that later.
Out of character, I would love to hear Triggus try and repeat that exact
So, Hioni shouldn't be alone with lycanthropes and then ask elders. Is that our plan?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's best.
Okay. And break.
Go team!
In other news, it appears that Marsh Haven is on the up, as those good eggs over at Mondo Corps have done it again by announcing 150 new jobs once they open the doors to the Phoenix Plaza. Various boutiques and offices, the plaza boasts a new exhibition space. Famous Pete Mummy, and a much-needed cash injection into local secondary school, Anna Kingsford College.
Hello. Look, if you can hear this, then maybe all is not lost. Marsh Haven is not the place that you think it is. It has secrets, and there doesn't seem to be a sane adult in 100 miles of the place who wants to know. Look, just spread the word. The kids are doing the best they can, but the country needs to know. The world needs to know that...
Brits on Bikes is an actual play podcast powered by the Kids on Bikes RPG. Listen on your preferred podcatcher and follow us on Twitter @Brits_bikes. Keep on biking.
Hey Dicelings, it is Becca and I am back again for some quick announcements before we hop right back into our episode. Hopefully you're enjoying it. Thank you so much for listening to it. We really appreciate it. I am currently sitting in Phoenix after the end of Phoenix Fan Fusion this weekend, which was such a crazy whirlwind. It was so much fun. I got to meet some super cool people from the podcasting community. I got to meet a couple of amazing fans. It was absolutely a blast. So, I'm gonna try to make this quick and short and sweet. Big announcement. We have merchandise available. We have t-shirts. There are 3 different designs. They are absolutely fantastic. 2 of them were made for us by the Dice Nest on Twitter. And then also our logo design is available on t-shirts. Only t-shirts currently, but we do plan on releasing more types of products and also some new designs every so often to keep things fresh and new and fun, and we're just super excited about the whole thing. So the way to get there is to go to our website, thedicegirlspodcast.com, and from there you can find a link to our merchandise store. We want to say a huge thank you to everyone who has already bought t-shirts. We were not expecting the response that we got, and it's super encouraging and super awesome and allows us to keep doing it and keep making more. So thank you so much. We also want to say thank you to everyone who has tweeted about the show using that hashtag #TheDiceGirls. If you do that, you have a chance to have an NPC named after you. We do have, I would say, a good handful of episodes before we need more NPC names. However, we do still keep tabs on that tag, and we love seeing your tweets. It's a great way for us to keep growing, and we really appreciate everyone who has done that so far. Final thing before we get back into the episode, we have our final roll for Min-Max Mankind this month. The charity that we're donating to is One Drop for Flint, and it is Ashley's turn to roll, so let's see how that went.
Hey guys, this is Ashley. I play Rhakna on the Dice Girls, obviously. If you've made it this far, I hope you realize who we are right now. Today I'm doing the Min-Max Mankind Challenge. The charity we have chosen is going to be One Drop for Flint, which donates clean drinking water to Flint, Michigan. So whatever I roll on my D20 is going to be the dollar amount that I add to the pool that the Dice Girls is going to be donating to this charity. So everybody else rolled really well, and I'm nervous. I'm going to be the one who rolls a 1. Yep, I'm going to re-roll that.
Do it. Roll with advantage.
I roll with advantage. I'm going to add my strength modifier to the...
That's a 20, folks!
I mean, my strength modifier is, I have proficiency, it's 5. I'm gonna add 25 to our pool.
Nice. Oh my god. That is like, holy cow. You guys.
Okay, so the only
time you roll that well during our show.
The only time our rolls come through is for charity.
Good. I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm definitely okay with that.
We've got our priorities straight.
Yeah.
Our dice do, apparently.
Yeah.
That was such a good roll. We're so excited to be able to make that donation, which I will be doing as soon as I get back home. We want to thank Lawful Stupid for having the Min-Max Mankind during the month of May. We want to thank FDM No More for doing One Drop for Flint. It all just, the timing of it was perfect, and it's all come out perfectly, and we're excited to be a part of it and happy that we can help out in some small way. So I think that's it for me. I hope y'all have an amazing rest of the episode, and I will see you next week.
Everyone is looking at you expectantly.
The 3 of us have decided that Hioni shouldn't be allowed to mentor the new lycanthropes on her own any longer. And as for any further punishment, we feel it would be best if the elders decided.
Yeah, because, I mean, we don't know, like, do you have a jail? Is there, like, a community service program? We're new here. We don't know how these things go. Is there a work release program? We just want to do right by the town, and we're not sure we can do that by ourselves.
Both of you roll me a persuasion check.
Dang it. Well, that's a 12.
19.
Yeah.
Crimson looks thoughtful. Jory is already nodding in agreement with Kai and Rhakna. And Matthew says, "And what about you, Triton?
Oh, no.
What do you think? Do you agree with your friends about Hioni's punishment?"
Yep, we all agree.
We all agree.
Yes,
Together.
except for the part that you left out.
Oh, no.
We didn't leave anything
We
out.
did not leave anything out.
What did they leave out?
Oh.
The song. She must sing the I Am Sorry song. To
All due
cleanse
respect.
herself of her transgressions.
With all due respect, Matthew. Really?
Matthew kind of like shrugs his shoulders and says, "Listen, it ain't every day I get to hear someone sing a song about how sorry they are. I'm not gonna pass up on this opportunity." Kendra looks thoroughly amused. Crimson rolls her eyes. Jory looks interested.
Matthew looks excited.
Oh yeah, Matthew looks excited. He's gleeful. He's downright gleeful. Crimson says, "So, your punishment for Hioni is that she will not be allowed to mentor new lycanthropes any longer.
Correct.
Anything else that is deemed appropriate by this council, and she must sing an apology song."
Specifically the one that Triggus sang, yes.
She must sing the apology song that Triggus sang.
Yes.
It's called the I'm Sorry song.
The I'm Sorry song.
Rhakna looks a little nervous suddenly and juts in. As long as it's not, like, a death penalty or anything you guys have.
Yeah.
We didn't think about that part.
Crimson smiles at the 3 of you. "Do not worry, we are not that harsh with our punishments as you might be thinking.
I mean, we didn't think so. We just wanted to make sure.
Hioni will remain alive.
Cool.
Not like tortured.
Yeah. No physical harm?
No physical harm will come to Hioni.
Cool. Okay, I stand by our decision.
Yeah.
The council members now kind of convene with each other for a moment. Whisper.
Is Triggus eavesdropping?
Whisper, as Triggus eavesdrops. And after a moment, Crimson speaks up and says, Hioni, the council has agreed that your punishment, as stated, will stand. In addition, with supervision, you will train the replacement mentor for the new lycanthropes that come into town.
Oh.
That's mean. I like it.
Rhakna looks a little sad, but cool with it.
Furthermore, your candle shop will be shut down. We have no room in our town for that sort of magic manipulation. If you would like to continue to sell non-magical candles, you will come back to the council in a year's time, and you will make that request. And we will decide then, based on your actions in that year, whether you will be allowed to have a shop again. Furthermore, you will sing Triggus' I'm Sorry song.
Oh my god.
There will be no punishment upon Garrison, Thromdar, and Larissa, all of whom may return to their seats now. And the three do shuffle back to their seats. And you see Celeste and Voodoo each, put a hand on Garrison's shoulder.
Aww. Crossbow guy.
This has been, crossbow guy. This has been a little bit of an ordeal for them. And Crimson says, Hioni, do you have any questions? And Hioni, there are tears running down her face, and she sniffles, and she says, Can Triggus sing the song again so I know the words?
Oh my god.
Please. And the whole council looks at Triggus.
Nicely done.
Thank you.
First of all, you just sing it from the heart, and it would go something like this.
So the words change person to person?
Yeah.
Situation to situation?
Of course.
Moment to moment.
Yeah. I am a liar just like the other people. I have a shop, and I think that there's a secret tunnel, but I'm lying about it. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. But you need to add your own words to it. You can't just repeat what I say.
Oh, I hated that so much.
Matthew is trying not to cackle with glee.
The floor is yours, Becca.
I've already forgotten the first line of the song. Oh, man. Oh, it's I'm a liar. Okay.
Everyone watches Hioni
Intently.
and expectantly.
Oh, man. Hioni sings the song No, I'm just
A spotlight shines down on her.
Fog machine.
disco ball.
The room goes dark around her.
Hioni looks super... She's very upset by the rest of this news, and she just looks defeated. And she looks down at the ground, and she closes her eyes, and very quietly, you hear her start to sing. And she sings, I'm a liar, and I have a candle shop, and I think there's a secret lair underneath it.
Tunnel.
And I think there's a secret tunnel underneath it. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I can't breathe.
And she looks up at the council.
I applaud lightly.
That was glorious.
Could have used a little more volume, but yeah, good start. Encore.
Crimson raises a hand. I believe that will be enough for today. Thank you, Hioni. May you grow and learn from this experience. Everyone is dismissed, and people start filing out of the room. You can definitely hear lots of murmurs. You can hear people making fun of Hioni's song.
Are people parodying the song yet?
They are.
As they walk out.
You hear, I'm sorry, from like down the street. People they feel like she got served appropriate justice. And everyone files out of the room. The elders, if y'all are still standing there, the elders will kind of take a good look at you. And Kendra is gonna say, well, what's done is done. What's next for the three of you?
Wolfric hunting.
Crimson?
Not like that. Okay, not like that. I mean, we're just gonna go and find him. Like hunting for Wolfric, not hunting down. There is a difference.
Matthew's giggling. Jory and Kendra are nodding, and Crimson looks a little sternly at the three of you. I would advise you to be careful of who you get on the wrong side of around here. You seem fairly competent.
Oh, no, we don't.
Rhakna tries to look competent, but with Kai laughing, does a bad job.
But you clearly have much to learn. I will tell you now, if any harm comes to Wolfric during your visit with him, terrible, terrible trouble will rain down upon you in the form of an entire town who would do anything to protect him. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You may go.
We back out.
Yeah.